Welcome to my YouTube channel once again, folks. This is Oscar into Football, where we discuss anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Should Orlando Pirates fans, Jose Riveiro, start pressing panic button? Should they be concerned that they haven't scored a goal in 3 games? They've lost 3 games in a row. A first for Jose Riveiro. Well, Pirates is entering the next 2 weeks. Bayangena. By entering the next 2 weeks, which is probably the most important 2 weeks in this first phase of the season, in preparation for the 7th of October, an MTN final against Mamelodi Sundowns. Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Jose Rivero and his boys, the institution of Orlando Pirates, for making it back-to-back finals of MTN8. They deserve to be there. Why? Orlando Pirates were the second team, or they were runners-up to Mamelodi Sundowns last season, and they are the defending champions, so they deserve to be there. They might have gotten to the finals having lost the second leg of the semi-finals against Stelis, but they won. They won the on away goals rule. So yeah, but we really have to zoom into the struggles they've had. They struggled to excuse me, to break down a Joaneng side in Botswana. They struggled to create clear-cut chances against Mamelodi Sundowns, and they struggle also to break down Stelis. Uh, their key players, which is normally their front four, pacey, skillful, your Lipasa, your Saleng, your Maswangani, Mufukeng. They really haven't done much to help the team get those goals. If you're not conceding, the least you can do is to ensure. I mean, if you're not scoring, the least you can do is to ensure that you close shop at the back and you don't concede. So, in the next 10 days or so, they will play 2 games before the big one in Moses Mabhida, Durban, next Saturday. They're coming up against South African led Botswana side on Friday, Joaneng. A game they lost 1-0. It's a CAF Champions League preliminary round. They have to win this one. You must bear in mind that CAF Champions League, or CAF, we still apply the away goals rule as well. So they have to win the game without conceding. Obviously, 2 clear goals will enable them to get to where all South Africans would want to see two proper sides competing in. That is a CAF Champions League group stages. So yeah, they're playing Joaneng on Friday, and then next Wednesday they play a very stingy side in Amazulu. Amazulu are not conceding, but they're also not scoring. So it will be interesting how the Spanish guitar will 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 set up for the next 2 games, because the Friday game is a must win. The next Wednesday game, it might not appear like a must win game to many, but one thing is for sure: at the back of their minds, it will be Mamelodi Sundowns. Already, where Pirates is at the moment in the PSL table, they're 14 points behind Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, they've played 5 games, but they need to chop down and cut down that gap. So it will be interesting how they set up for next Wednesday's match against Amazulu. I don't think it's Amapagapaga have to panic on this one, but they really have to prepare. They really have to prepare, and their big name players have to step up, have to step up. But probably what the chairman would want, the management would want, or even the fans would want. They would care less about the Amazulu game. They really want Paris to win the Jwaneng Galaxy game, and they would want to definitely upset or win against their rivalries in Mamelodi Sundowns. So this was just a short video and just giving my views on why Pirates fans should not panic at all. All this could be fixed in the next 10 days in terms of introducing players who have not played that much. I haven't seen a lot of team. I know he's coming back from an injury. Makarenge could come back. He's a PSL experienced campaigner. He's played CAF, although it was probably the CAF Confederations Cup. He's got some experience. So the midfielders have to come to the party in giving or supplying a Mukhopa, supplying Elipasa. I mean, all their top men. Ensure that they give them clear cut chances. And if Jose has to rest his star players, so let it be. If Saleng has to be benched, so be it. He cannot compromise the whole institution or the whole team because of one player. Saleng has not been in his best form. Rest the player, coach. Rest the player, coach. Otherwise, if you lose the MTN final and you're knocked out of CAF Champions League, it's going to be a problem in and amongst your fan base. Yes, you've done well in cup competition, and but the CAF Champions League one is a big one. The MTN8 final is a big one. So introduce the other players, and you cannot really depend on a kindergarten players who are just coming in. Good players, quality players, but experience counts when it comes to big competition, CAF Champions League, and obviously the one you want to defend, MTN8. So I'm expecting changes, and I'm expecting your Makaula, your Miguel team to feature a lot in the next 10 days before the MTN final, so that when they go to Moses Mabhida to play against Mamelodi Sundowns, they are well prepared. I'm really enjoying the start of this new season with the players that Orlando Pirates bought. Although it appears in the last three games, the performance of these star players have dipped. Tito Mboweni performances have really dipped, and it appeared like the guy had a knee injury after the Stellies game. So I'm not even expecting him to play on Friday, but we'll have to wait and see if he will feature against Amazulu or even against Mamelodi Sundowns. Where is Thembinkosi Lorch? Where is Vincent Pule, coach? These are star players. These are experienced players. I think it is time to release them and allow them to give them those few minutes against Galaxy and Amazulu. Well, this was Oscar Season Football. If you're seeing my face in this content for the first time, would really appreciate if you hit that like button so that this type of content could reach like-minded people like you. And please follow the brother, subscribe to the channel, share it on all platforms if you can, Facebook, WhatsApp groups, and Twitter. We need more of such content so that we also encourage and enable Africans to come and support their local teams. We don't live in Europe. We don't live in America. We don't live in any other continent. We are in Africa, so we have to enjoy and support our own. If you think such content is an oversaturation of it, there is no such. There is no such. We need to push as much as we can. We are catalysts in enable people who love football to come to the party as well and support their teams, have their opinions. Please do engage me on the comment section below. I do take my time to read the comments and reply. We might not necessarily agree on every opinion. Like, I create the content, it is my opinion, it is my views, and I'm not saying I am right, and I'm not saying I am the final authority. but it is always refreshing when I get feedback from you as to what and where I can improve the content. Let me hear from Mama Pagapanga. What is happening? Are you panicking? Especially before that MTN8 final. But Jose Riveiro is a good coach. Let's back him up, and support him, and then absolutely uh, uh, be against the idea of booing your coach at the stadium if your team it is not doing well. There's only three results when the match is played. It's either you win, you lose, or you draw. Thus far, Orlando Pirates has done extremely well, and we'll have to wait and see how they play against Chwaneng Galaxy on Friday. I might be there to watch my first game of Orlando Pirates. Well, I did go against when they played Mamelodi Sundowns, but I want to see when they're playing in the CAF Champions League. I'm a South African. I love my football. I love my African football. I'll probably be there to support them, and I might create some content to see and get fans' reaction. Well, I've spoken, I think, too long on this one. I wanted it to be short, but anyway, don't forget to subscribe and follow the brother. Thank you so much, folks, for watching, and God bless you.